guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host Peter Vong. If you're new to the channel, considering hitting a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. Okay, so here in Mahjong Soul, the Golden Apple Hunt is still on. It's gonna go on until March 8th. So if you guys have any time to play Mahjong Soul in the next 2 days, you can basically win hands and get some special flip effects, flip attempts, and that way you can basically go to the Golden Party and just flip over these special tiles here and claim some rewards. As you can see, I claimed some. So, but you know, since I have 2 days, I don't know if I'm gonna get all of these, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. So you can catch up on that event. So it's the Golden Apple Hunt. So keep an eye out for that if you're gonna play Mahjong Soul the next 2 days. Okay, so let's get into the game. This is my second time recording, guys. So I apologize if I sound kind of winded. My computer crashed when I just ended like the first recording, and I was about to like go into my main screen, but unfortunately, you know, my computer crashed. So I basically had to restart the computer. So now I'm here with you guys, and now I'm gonna basically talk about what I talked about before, which is basically what do you do when you feel lost in your life, caught in the rigmarole of mundane existence, you know? So hopefully my computer doesn't crash again. So, you know, I want to get this content to you guys because this is important to you guys, because you guys are probably lost. You guys are probably wondering, what am I going to do with my life? Especially when you're past the age of 30, like me. You start to wonder exactly, what are you doing with your life? And you're probably wondering, am I living up to my full potential? All that stuff. I think I'll discard this. And, you know, it's hard because there's so many things that you want to do, but you feel like it's completely being blocked by the things that you have to do. You know, the things you have to do. Pay the bills, pay taxes, follow the law. I'm kidding. Always follow the law. Always follow the law. And, you know, the truth of the matter is that, like, you know, when you're doing, like, say, your job, for example, you're always going through, oh, I have to go in at 9, I have to leave by 5, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know the office life because I don't have a 9 to 5. I have, like, a 7 to 3, which is tiring in its own way. So, you know, like, the thing of it is that you can do something for so long to the point where it kind of drives you insane. Like, you know, like I've told you guys before, my job is not bad. It's just like, it's kind of meh, you know, that sort of thing. Because, like, you know, I feel like there's so many things I could do. But at the same time, you know, you got to make sure you have an income going. And, like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, I wish I can just basically just make money come in and I don't have to do anything. And, you know, that's why people, like, want to learn about financial freedom, investing, and all of that type of stuff. But I'm not going to talk about, like, you know, that. What I want to talk about is, like, what do you do in your mind? What do you do in your mind when you're feeling lost and you're feeling like this mundane existence is plaguing me? What can I do to make this life what can I do to make this life pop out for me more? Like, basically, make me feel, no. Does someone have a double of the north? I hope not. I really want to get the north hand, though. But I probably shouldn't have gone for a north hand, though. Luck of the tiles, guys. Heart of the tiles. That's all I can say. Is that it? Yep, it's it. Oh well. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And, you know, guys, like, you know, I mean, if you guys are like constantly working and you feel like you're completely burnt out with your job, if you're able to get a day off, get a day off. I'm just saying take that day, you know. Because for me, I felt very burnt out this week. So I basically like, okay, I got to do the responsible thing for myself. I got to take a day off, a day or two off to basically get my mind back in the game. You know, because like there are times when I do feel burnt out and I feel like, oh yeah, I need to take a breather. Like, you know, I need to like basically spend a day to myself with my thoughts and everything like that. Because I live with my parents, so sometimes when I get home, I sometimes have to help my parents with something. It could be like something very small, like, you know, like since my parents don't speak English very well, they sometimes ask me to read their mail to, like, you know, translate for them so they can hear it from somebody saying it to them. And sometimes I get a little bit edgy. So like for me, there are times when I just need to like spend time alone in the house with my own thoughts and just doing whatever I need to like de-stress. And like that's one way of dealing with the feeling of loss. But there are some times like you feel lost in your own hobbies and you feel as if you're completely stuck because like maybe a hobby is not interesting you as much as it did before. And that goes into my other point that I made when I did this recording the first time, is that try to rekindle an old hobby that you haven't touched in, like, I wouldn't say years, but like a hobby that you haven't touched like in a while. So for instance, when I was feeling burnt out, I realized that I wasn't paying that much interest into my studies in math and physics. I was still reading this stuff, but I felt like I wasn't really focusing on the material. And, you know, I felt like I was going through the imposter effect where I felt like, oh my God, like, what's wrong with me? You know, like, I love this, but yet I'm not really into it. I wasn't in the zone. And so, yeah, I'll just grab this off here. And, you know, it was hard for me to actually, like, pick myself up, not to do math, but to do something else. And it's okay to put something down for a while. Even a book that you've been reading for like probably like the past couple of weeks, or a couple of days, because it takes me a long time to finish a book. Actually, it takes me weeks to finish a book, and there are times when a book doesn't do it for me, and I have to just basically put it down. So the thing is that since I put math down, I decided to pick up Japanese again, and so when I was like writing words, I have a lot of I remember I have like a lot of books that are purely in Japanese, and I haven't read any of them. So I decided to pick up some of those books and like just translate the words that I didn't know. And it felt fun again. It actually felt thrilling. It actually felt like I was actually gaining some excitement. And also, today's Sunday, but yesterday, Saturday, I hung out with one of my besties, and he always works during the weekend. So, you know, it was great to actually see him and actually have lunch with him, talk with him. You know, and also the bonus is that we also got to hang out with his sister, who was also another one of my besties. And, you know, we got to walk around the mall and, you know, just talk and just like, you know, roam around and see like the new stores that were in the mall. Because I don't know if you guys have experienced this, because like during this pandemic, you know, like since I'm more of like, you know, a homebody, I can be entertained staying at home. But like when I went to the mall, that's like close to my house, or my parents' house, I should say. There were a lot of different stores. There were a lot of different stores that I never saw, that were not there before. And, you know, it was really interesting because all the stores that we saw there, they were like my alley. They were like up my alley. They were like comic book stores. They were like all nostalgic televisions, all nostalgic movies and entertainment shows that I would watch as a kid. You know, I think the store was called FYE. I think that was the name of the store. If you guys know what that store is, like put it in the comments down below. And uh, like there were also like a plushie store, and like there were so many different stores that thought I would actually go to these stores, and like back then, like I mean, before the pandemic, when I went to that mall, there was like just regular stores that I would like, like we got the typical Foot Locker and all that stuff. That's still there, but there was more stores that I would actually see myself going inside and just like just browsing around, uh, it's really interesting, like how when you step away from something and you come back to like something that you've grown accustomed to, it's just interesting how that kind of changes your perception when you see like it either it has been updated, or you feel as if you see something new. You see something new and something that you haven't touched in a while. And I think that's the thing that makes people. I think that's the thing that can free people from that feeling of being lost in their life, because we humans are constantly chasing a feeling, and we're also constantly trying to find meaning in our life. And some people lose that. They lose that by pursuing money, power, or pleasure. Now, the thing of it is that when it comes to hobbies, it could be in the realm of pleasure, I would say. But the way to make it meaningful is if it awakens you to something bigger than yourself, I think. Pleasure is just basically like, it could be anything, such as like, like just lazing around and not like doing much, Wow. Wow. This person really. Wow. From the first person that won first place. Ooh, that was a good. That was pretty awesome win, I would have to say. But where was I? Oh yeah. So basically, like how can you turn something that you did for pleasure, like as a kid, and turn that into something meaningful? And the way to make it meaningful is just get into a community that actually finds that passion and for that hobby that you like, that you haven't touched for years. I haven't engaged. I actually like when I started studying Japanese again, like I think like 2 days ago. Yesterday, before I hung out with my bestie, I actually engaged with another Discord community. I think it's the Japanese from Zero Discord community. I only talked to one person, and we typed in Japanese. I think this person was also learning Japanese as well. So, like, we were kind of like typing in Japanese about like what we plan to do for the day and everything like that. And it was only like I think like probably like four text bubbles, but it was fun. It was actually fun to actually like get on my keyboard and actually type in Japanese to communicate with somebody. And studying another language can also be fun because it allows you to feel as if you're kind of working up to something that, even though it might be a language that like not many people use or not many people around you speak, it feels as if you're kind of being more in tune with possibly a community that you will uncover like one day in your life. You don't know when, but they will eventually come to you if you have that energy, I believe. Like I haven't touched Japanese, I think like I would have to say like months. There were times when I would turn on the Japanese news, and obviously I watch anime, so I'm engaged with Japanese like primarily a good majority of my weeks. But at the same time, like there are sometimes I don't study up on words. So, okay, good. I don't want to deal in that person's style. And re-engaging with Japanese again, like, it allowed me to like feel as if I'm being connected to something that I lost within myself. And I think when you're feeling lost, in your life because of your work-life balance, or let's try. I'm gonna try it. Okay. Very nerve-wracking, guys. Now I need a 5 or 8. Hopefully I can draw it out, though, because I don't think anyone's going to deal it out. Well, there's an 8 here. Oh, nice. I don't know if I'm going to earn much, though. Yeah, I'm only going to earn like 1,000 points. But probably 2,000 because this person declared reach. Okay, so we're making headways, guys. We're in 3rd place. So hopefully we can maintain this. Discard this one right here. And, you know, I think the reason why we feel lost is because we haven't reconnected with something that gives us, like, excitement and meaning. And, you know, like with old hobbies that we had, you know, even as a kid, it can be, like, it can be rewarding to actually reconnect with that side of yourself. Like, you know, as a kid, what did you do when you got bored with a toy? You basically played something else. And I think we humans are the same way when it comes to life. It's like, you know, we're tired of our job and we're tired of like basically like sit around and just like relaxing just to Netflix. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Netflix, but sometimes like, you know, you're just tired of like just sitting around and watching shows, or like just not being productive. You feel like you want to be productive, but you want to be productive in a way that's like not taking too much energy. Like you know, like you want to have fun while you work, and you're trying to find that, but sometimes it's hard to find because you either forgot about certain things, or you just don't want to put too much energy. You want to put some energy, but you don't want to put too much. And you know, engaging in the hobbies that you forgot about always helps. And even engaging in a new hobby that you felt like, oh, maybe I should just try this. You know, like you give it a try, and then you have fun with it. And usually when you have fun, that's when the feeling of loss kind of goes away, because you're so focused on that new hobby or the old hobby. And dang, dang it. Ah, dang, this person won their points back. That's what I hate sometimes. I hate it when like I won points from someone, but then they take it back in more points than I actually originally took. But that happens. That happens, guys. Can't help that. Yeah, and I think like re-engaging with an old hobby or a new hobby helps. But I think an old hobby helps more because like you had a connection with it before. And sometimes when you feel lost, that's what you need. You need that old connection to come back. And when you have that old connection back, you feel as if, wow, that's what I needed. It's like that thrill from that old thing that I haven't done in years. And it feels great. It feels great when you actually reconnect with something, because it feels like you're reconnecting with an old friend, like I experienced yesterday. You know? You know, like because of the pandemic, we can't hang out with our friends as often. So we have to make use of what we can do at home. So, you know, also creating something. I think creating something is also fantastic. It doesn't have to be like videos or anything. It could be like just, you know, making origami or something. You know, like use less materials as possible, you know, like find like something simple. And you know, when you engage in something simple, it doesn't require that much brain power. If it's something old that you used to do, you basically have to massage those muscles in your brain, and then it eventually comes back. And, you know, I think that's the feeling that most people, like, just need whenever they feel lost. I mean, that's my prescription for it, you know. Some people have different prescriptions, like, different alternatives. But I would have to say re-engaging with an old hobby really is the thing that allows you to feel free from that feeling of loss. That feeling that you feel like your life's not going anywhere. Because, like, I think there are two ways to deal with it. Either you do something you're really scared of, but you know it's not something that will actually hurt you in the long run. Like, you know, like basically going to engage in a conversation with somebody, or like trying to be more talkative or something like that. Or just like going out and like trying a new place out. or you engage in something old that you have forgotten, and then basically try to reconnect with a feeling that you haven't experienced in years from that hobby that you used to do. Oh, this person's got a lot of shinies there. I'm not liking that though. And this person is in first place. Hopefully I don't deal their tile though. Again. Yeah, because like the thing of it is that there are some hobbies that people haven't touched for years, like probably since they were a child, and you know, maybe it's time to actually re-eviscerate the, if that's the right word, reinvigorate those hobbies, because like when I think about it, like if I ever get a house, I always thought about this. It's really childish for me to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If I ever get a house, I would like to make a room where I have a Thomas the Tank Engine train set. You know, as a kid, I used to love playing Thomas the Tank Engine a lot. And, you know, I've seen videos on YouTube where basically, like, there are YouTubers that actually make Thomas the Tank Engine videos with their sets. Well, at least it wasn't on the person that was on first. That's the one thing. But I might be in last place now. Yeah, I'm in last place. That's not good. Hopefully I can win this one, guys. Hopefully I can win this one so I can at least get to third again. If I can get to second, I doubt I'll get to first, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll never know. You never know. You never know. Yeah, as I was saying, like, if I were to get a house, I feel like I should make, I should make a room where I specifically have a Thomas the Tank Engine train set in it. I know that's childish for me to say, because, like, I'm already an adult. But at the same time, you know, as I was saying, I've seen, when I was in college and high school, well, actually more in college, I would see people make their own Thomas stories through their own Thomas the Tank Engine train sets. And I thought, that is really cool. That is really cool. And, you know, I'm not the only one that thinks so. Because, like, I would look at the comment section and I would be like, oh, wow, there's, like, a whole community that feels the same way I do about that stuff. And, you know, creating stories, that's what life is all about, you know? If you create your own story and then people like that story, why wouldn't you continue making stories? You know, that's what life is all about. It's like creating stories, not only for yourself, but also the things that people will like. I mean, people that will have a connection with. Let's try that. And, you know, it's all about having that connection, not only with other people, but with yourself as well. And finding the people that will like you for who you are is very difficult, you know? And I think that's why those old hobbies really help, because when you engage in old hobbies, you have a chance to meet new friends. And you could basically tell, like, this person you're meeting is like, oh, I used to do this. And then you could show, like, a little bit of your skills. And then the person that you met either will enhance your skills or will give you more confidence in saying, oh, you're pretty good, you know? Maybe we should, like, you know, like, engage with that the same hobby, like, you know, together one day, and maybe you can teach me a thing or two. Or maybe it's like, oh, I see what you're doing. That's actually a pretty interesting way of, like, doing that particular hobby that we're doing, you know, like, but if you do it like this, I think you'll be much more efficient, you know, that sort of thing. And that's how you build, like, a better life for yourself, in my personal opinion, is because we all are kind of nerdy in our own way, and when we're kind of nerdy, we have things that we kind of like fangirl about, like fangirling or fanboying about. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to discard the white dragon. Then again, I have too many. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Okay, I was afraid someone won off me.
No.
Oh, as soon as I click the automatic win, I win. Nice. Oh, great, 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 good, 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 good. Now that's what I'm talking about. Second place. Nice. And I think the game continues because I'm east. Okay. I'm feeling your positive vibes, guys. Thanks. Keep giving the positive vibes. And, you know, what are the... Actually, I'm curious, like, about what old hobbies that you guys have put down for years that you don't want to touch, that you haven't touched in a while. Maybe engage with those hobbies again. And you probably feel like there's something there. Especially hobbies that allow you to create things. I think that is the thing that allows you to feel like you're actually engaging with life more. The hobbies that create. You know, like I'm creating videos for you guys, and you know, I'm still loving creating videos for you guys. I admit I'm not very consistent with doing so, but I'm trying to be more consistent as best I can. Oh, I thought this person was waiting on West because I was like, oh no, did they win off me? Oh, this is also a dangerous tile. Okay, good. But yeah, you know, like find something that will create life within you, but also create something that you find meaningful. And I think when you create things, that allows you to engage with life in a much more higher level. So whenever you guys are lost, like I said, find a hobby that you used to do that allows your brain to feel like it's getting the gears turning. Ah, dang. Okay. Oh, third place. Well, what can you do, huh? Actually, I had more fun playing with you guys the second time. So hopefully this is the... hopefully my computer doesn't crash again. Okay, I'm close to getting the silver chest. That's fine. Okay, actually, I can show you my rewards. I actually, like, the first time I played and recorded for you guys, I actually earned this. So I actually earned the all simple this time. So let me just... oh, I can flip 2. So I think I'm going to flip over... Which one? I think I'm going to flip over this. Oh, so it's got some copper. That's good. Actually, I'm going to try over here. Ah, nothing. Okay. So, let me get back to my main screen here. Okay, I'm back to my main screen. Okay, guys. I hope you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, consider giving a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my latest videos. And if you want to engage with me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to engage with game with me or my friends, or just talk about life in general with us, you can engage with us on the New Bridge Discord server. Okay, guys, as I always say at the end, everyone is precious. You're as precious as everyone else. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.